What up? Thank you for tuning in to the Swish Masters Podcast, and thank you to our sponsor, SS96. Visit ss96.net and use the promo code Swish Masters for 15% off. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. 15% off on all store items. Hats, hoodies, t-shirts, whatever you need, SS96 has it. Also, don't forget to go and check out that music from Straight Stoner, produced by yours truly. You know what it is, Gut Gang, mobbing, sleepwalking. We out here. Thank you.
What's up, Swiss Masters? What's up? What's up? We back. Zay, what's up, bro?
What up, Q? Switch Gang. We here. We back at it.
Yeah, we
Q
back.
looking good. Got the jacket on. Swag.
It's cold where I'm at, bro. I don't know about you, man. It's cold.
You know, Texas can be here nor there, or cold here, hot there. It's a mixture.
Gotcha. And we got a lot to get into. I want us to start where I was just telling Zay about this before we got on, man. So Joe Mazzulla, the interim head coach of the Boston Celtics right now, apparently a Twitter user found his Quizlet. I remember using Quizlet back in college, man. Like, Quizlet is clutch, man. Quizlet is good to use for, like, studying, making those flashcards, quizzing yourself. I use Quizlet.
Oh yeah, I was an advocate of Quizlet for my entire college career. I feel like for many years, many quizzes, many tests that helped. So,
Yeah, man.
abs-
But I never thought an NBA coach would be using Quizlet at all.
allegedly.
Okay, yeah, it's allegedly, but some of the stuff is like legit though. Some of the stuff is legit. It all started when a Twitter user was looking up the Suns players' names just to buy her boyfriend a jersey. You know, trying to be proactive for Christmas. Shout out to that Twitter user. However, apparently she stumbled across Joe Mazzulla's Quizlet, and she posted it on Twitter, and it blew up. It turned out it was kind of true because it had his picture, it was his, and there's some like legit coaching terminology in this thing. Like, for real. So we got the NBA scouting report according to a coach who is now like the head coach of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
And some of this
That's-
stuff is like really good, I think. It's kind of
Yeah.
on point. Was there anything
It's
that
very-
stood out to you from this Quizlet?
It's there are some very detailed player descriptions and tendencies in here. So if it's Joe Mazzulla or someone was very observant, this Kyle Kuzma one's getting me.
Yeah, that's the one that's getting everybody, man.
That one is.
Y'all, yeah, read what it says, man.
Oh wait, shoot, sorry, went away. I had it up, but my phone did something. But basically, the Kyle Kuzma one was saying that he's very aggressive. He's less likely to pass the ball, and he's gonna look for a shot. Oh my god.
Yeah, I just sent you another link that has like it in a PDF file, bro. So it's easier to look at. Man,
Oh.
he got scouting reports on the
Oh, yeah.
Pacers, the Grizzlies, the Pistons, the Heat. Let me
Oh,
see
here-
what it says about your boy Jimmy Butler.
Oh no.
Face cuts, spin outs, right hand driver who is looking to pass and draw fouls. Will finish if you give him a straight line drive. Alert to his corner cuts and short actions. Looks to now start picking rolls. I'm telling you, these are legit scouting reports, man. That's Jimmy Butler. That's Jimmy.
They're not wrong.
And to be fair, this is from last year. This is last NBA season.
Yeah, at least this is
That's the last time it was updated. It was updated before he was interim head coach. So.
Let me look at
Look at Russell Westbrook, man. This is when he was on the Wizards. Left hand driver, left hand pull up, loves to score in transition, pump fake and finish on him. Terrible 3-point shooter. With catch on the run for finishes. Sure.
I'm looking at Golden State. They got Steph. Half his shots are in transition. Can't relax on post entries, and when he passes the ball, always relocating.
That's true.
Bigs must be UTT. Sorry, I can't see. Body position is key. He relocates on ORs.
Yep. That's Steph Curry. He relocates on the offensive rebound. He always be moving out the pass. That's Steph Curry.
The acronyms and the terminology here.
That's a coach.
It's pretty interesting. If it's not Joe Mazzulla, then who?
And what NBA fan is doing coach. That? For what purpose? It's definitely a if not him, it's some type of scout. I believe it's him.
Oh, this is another one that was interesting. The Chris Paul one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So this is from 2021, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's 2021. Because he got rusted on the Wizards in this thing.
Yeah. So early, mid, pick and rolls in transition, alert to 3-for-2 and 2-for-1 situations. Must keep him directed. We'll snake on pick and roll. Sorry. Make sure we chase and challenge on east-west snakes. We'll mouse it and make sure we inch out. This
is all coaching terminology, man.
This is high level basketball terms. Like some stuff I haven't like talked or said in years when I was actually playing. So
exactly.
This is the fact that this man or someone used Quizlet for the NBA scouting report of this season was just. That's something I did not expect to see. Like,
right.
Quizlet saving the day for everybody. But how do you feel about this, man? It's a public Quizlet, and it's like, dang, dog, you gonna put it all out there?
It's funny, man. Hey, he was doing his thing. He deserved a head coaching job.
Joe's doing a great job. So if this is you, Joe, shout out to you because very detailed reports in here, each player, each team, and I can only imagine like what it looks like now.
Like just went on LeBron real quick. LeBron is alert to leak outs, looks for pull up threes in transition, right shoulder in the post. Can't let him get a rhythm. Baseline fadeaway jumper, alert to top cuts when others are posting. Yep. That's his play style. And for Anthony Davis, he put early post ups on free throws, likes to face up jab jumper, left hand driver, likes to pop and pick and roll.
That face up jab jumper, very much a signature AD move and shot for sure.
Yep.
Quizlet, huh? So this is what we're doing, guys.
Yep.
If you ever get to the league, we save this Quizlet because it's still pretty accurate.
You gotta study
this every night before each game. You go into the NBA, I got your help. I just want a 10% management cut or whatever for whatever player picks this up and studies it because I am the one who made the Quizlet.
Yeah. No. And then again, this Quizlet is now deleted, but y'all will find this posted on Reddit. It's still on the internet. It's just funny, man, to see the scouting report on these teams and their players. It's kind of cool to see and get an inside look on some of this stuff.
Oh yeah. The fact that his wife responded is hilarious, dude.
I mean, this is very believable to me. I mean, this is.
I'm gonna have to put a poll in the Spotify audio podcast. Do you guys believe Joe Mazzulla made this Quizlet and put it out?
I believe it,
Let us
dude. What
know.
about you?
Let us know in the comments. Like, I want to know because this is.
I believe he
I don't
did.
know. Hey, I mean,
What do you think?
I'm leaning towards the possibility he might have made it, or at least if it wasn't him, it's an actual coach somewhere, or there's an assistant or someone with very much detailed notes and IQ made this Quizlet.
Crazy.
Yeah, let us know. What do y'all think? Because this is funny. Or if you know who made it, I want to know the name.
Yeah, but that's dope, man. All right. Yo, you're telling me some more stuff that happened, man.
Oh, man.
Particularly, I guess, Zion.
Yeah, man. Phoenix and New Orleans are, I think, gonna be a good rivalry for a couple seasons, at least for the time being.
Yep.
Did you catch any of the
Oh
other
yeah,
games?
I know what happened. Yeah, I caught what happened.
Okay.
Game is about over. It's definitely over at that point. Zion, I mean, Zion got the ball. I think it was past him off the rebound, and he ended up taking the dunk in transition. It wasn't just a regular dunk. It was like a flashy dunk. So, and that caused some people to get upset. So I guess the debate right now is like, is that sportsmanlike? Do you agree with what he did and stuff like that? I think that's what people are talking about. So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on it?
I have a couple of things on this one in particular, man.
Okay.
First of all, it was a great, couple of games because they played. I want to say it was like a Friday, then they played again on Sunday. So it was like a little mini series in the midseason.
Yep. Definitely gonna see him again in playoffs for sure.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun. And Zion has just been.
Yeah, it's been
First of all, shout out to Zion. He's just been on a tear. He got NBA Player of the Week this past week.
He did. Mm-hmm.
Dude's been hitting 30 plus each game almost. So
Balling.
shout out to him. But his dunk at the end of this game, 360 windmill, by the way.
Yeah,
Not a regular
nice.
dunk.
It's flashy.
And it was. We are seeing that Zion flashiness that we saw at Duke in high school, and a couple times in his first few years in the league. But he pulled off a major dunk, so it was awesome. And I'm sure that fans in New Orleans were very excited to see that. They got their money's worth that night. And to answer the question of if it's sportsmanlike or if it's good sportsmanship to not take a shot at the end of the game, it's very situational. And in this situation, I'm okay with it. I'm very much for what Zion did.
Man, I was about to say.
In this,
it's not about to say. You can't tell me something's wrong with this, man.
oh no. It's nothing.
Nothing's wrong with this.
Nothing at all. And there's been this sacred code or this unspoken rule that you don't shoot the ball at the end of the game, and if the game is over, it's it. You just dribble it out, whatever. But in this case, there's an exception. I understand that to a point, but also I'm like, it's not a real thing. And in Zion's case, and with it being Zion and doing what he did, I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
And Zion said at the game, some reason why he did it. He was like, it was tough sitting and watching my team getting beat and got eliminated out of the playoffs by this team. So, he just came out. He just did it. Bridges was on the old man in 3. Shout out to JJ Redick. He said he didn't have a problem with it. And he said he would do the same thing. So there's no issue with it. If you got an issue with it, you should have stopped it.
Exactly.
Like
You shouldn't have
you should have
gotten
stopped.
beat. That's the end of the
Yes.
game. There's nothing else you can do at that
Yeah.
point. It wouldn't have changed if he would have scored or not. You still lose,
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly. You should have stopped it. You had a problem with it. I had no issue with that. If you got an issue with this, I don't want to see nobody doing that in 2K. Because y'all know good well you do that with your my player. At the end of the game, your team up by 30. You still trying to get your stats up because you want some more VC and some more attribute points. So you're going to take your shots anyway. So I don't want to hear nothing. Most of y'all play 2K. Y'all know what's up. I don't want to see you do it if you got a problem with it. There's no issue with this at all. It's not even a story.
Yeah. Not at all.
This just
I
adds
think
more fuel to the fire for the playoffs. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for the next game too.
it's gonna be fire. I
Yeah.
think what like people overlook is the fact that it wasn't even about the dunk. It was more so about them. It was a chippy game. They've been talking the whole game. Now it's the game's over. People losing, and what they didn't see was Chris Paul elbowed Jose Alvarado in the face. So it's like that's where the issue was mostly. But of
Right.
course, you don't see all the stuff without the ball going on.
No, you
But
don't.
to me, in general, if at the end of a game if you're the losing team, winning team, whatever, and you're in the final seconds of the game, if you have an open layup, dunk, whatever, I see nothing wrong with going to get it. What I do see wrong, and I think we've probably seen this clip of Chris Paul going around people and trying to get to the basket at the end of the game to get a little quick bucket, whatever. It's kind of like, all right, that makes it kind of awkward, kind of weird to go out of your way. You're trying to like, all right, everybody's obviously giving up, but you're trying to like, or they don't want you to score. If Zion got the ball in the open floor by himself, nobody there trying to stop him, why shouldn't he put on a show for these fans? Why shouldn't he do what he does? He's a dunker. He's a highlight film walking. So do that. And I'm pretty sure the fans aren't going to be mad. The league isn't going to sue him.
Right.
So if it's an open floor and you're a super athlete like him, go for that. I say yam yam that home, send the other team home, and go about your business.
Exactly. Exactly. Um, Unfortunately, the Warriors were doing some issues. They did not get off to a great start, not to the greatest start so far. Everyone expected them to be a lot better right now. We all expected their young core to be a lot better and to develop more. We didn't expect to see Wiseman play a stint in the G League for a minute, So the Warriors got even more bad news. Steph Curry suffered an injury with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, trying to strip Jalen Smith of the ball as Smith drove to the hoop. As a result, Curry had an MRI and it is now determined that he'll be out for at least a few weeks. The Warriors are currently on a road trip, and on Christmas they play against the Grizzlies, and again they'll be without Steph Curry. This is an important stretch. The Warriors are already 14-15 under 500, and they're 0-3 already without Curry, and it's not looking good. This is a time for the Warriors young players to really step up this time. If you want to try to get some more wins, Clay has to step up in Steph's absence. Steph has been balling, man. He was a early MVP candidate for the losses, but he was that good. He is that good. So Warriors just gotta see what they're gonna do. I like Kerr as a head coach. I think he'll pull things together. They just have to next man up. That's all.
Yeah, definitely a big loss for the Warriors. Steph Curry has been playing well. The Warriors haven't exactly clicked, and I'm with you. Didn't expect to see Wiseman going back into the G League. I'm thinking, all right, this is his kind of like coming out season. Like, I'm going to be a premier big in this league, and it seems to be the opposite. Klay Thompson still coming back from injury, so he's not playing back-to-backs.
Nope.
They're gonna need him to take on a big scoring load with Steph out, obviously. Another guy that is out, Andrew Wiggins, who's not missed many games in his first few years in the league. He's been out like the past at least 3 or 4 games, I believe, and another big hit to them, their other All-Star. So it's not looking good, but
it's not looking good, man. Do you still have the Warriors in the playoffs?
I think in the playoffs, I say as of right now, I would give them lower seeded playoffs, maybe heading towards the play-in if things don't, if things take a worse turn with Steph going out, especially. But I think we can count on them to be okay when it comes to January, February.
I don't know.
I feel like if they make it, they'll barely make it.
Right now, they're barely making it. They're 10th. And he's out for the next few weeks. And I feel like the Lakers have been coming on lately. I mean, there have been some blunders here and there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Lakers can get on up there. The Timberwolves, I mean, one of these teams can get hot and move up. Out of the Lakers and Timberwolves, I mean, Warriors could be out. They got to step up. I have not been confident. I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait till maybe not next week to give a affirmative answer. But like right now, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't think so. But hopefully they do. I have a better answer next week though, for sure.
Yeah. We'll see. I think the Warriors have enough to stay afloat. They should, in theory, but I do know that the Lakers have been playing a lot better. I still don't have a lot of faith in the Timberwolves, but there's time.
One of those teams, I mean, just 10 spots. I mean, one of them will get 10 out of the Wolves or the Lakers.
Yeah.
And the Warriors, those 3. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
So, I mentioned the Lakers a little bit earlier. They had some blunders, At one point, they were down by, I forget the exact number to the Celtics. They were at least down double digits. Then they came back up by double digits. Then you lose that lead, and AD is at the line. Just got to make the free throws. What makes this worse is that the similar situation happened with Philly. Now, I watched the end of the Philly game, and I watched the end of the Celtics game. Very similar. Same thing. Going off, good game all around, and just gotta make the free throws. Gotta make the free throws, man. It's tough. Gotta make it. The fact that we're even saying that the Lakers could have won these games is impressive. Saying, thinking about how the season started, and to say, hey, they really could have had 2 wins against 2 of the top teams in the East.
Yeah.
That's complimentary.
Yeah.
That tells you, this team is good. They got some pieces there. They just still lacking something. And that something is a wing that can shoot. This team has so many guards. None is not really playing up to standard that we thought. Schroeder's not really yet. He's still kind of making his way back from injury, but still. You still expect more. Russ, people have been on Russ's side, 6 Man of the Year candidate. A lot of people still think he's that dude to win that award. I think so too. He's definitely in the running. He's been playing well.
Do you know Russ's stats since coming off the bench?
I know the past couple games have been lower than what it was though. Shooting kind of dipped, but it was at least I think 16, 8 and something. I don't know. It's some good stats.
16, 8, 7.
Yeah, and the shooting percentages are good and percentages. Yeah. So
I mean, we have to give them a little credit starting off how they did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Be us to be in this position where we're like, oh, they could have won these games, but they
Exactly.
lost and win the overtime for the Celtics game.
Yep.
I mean, it's a great turnaround for them, and they still have a lot to go. But like you said, the main issue is shooting, um,
Still need shooting.
and making just shots, free throws.
Yeah.
Free throws is basic thing. You got to get hundreds,
At,
thousands of those up in
at
practice.
least
Be
one,
better.
AD. At least one. That's the issue. At least get me one. And we can talk about LeBron's shot selection, but we can talk about shot selection about all the players. But I mean, they were definitely fatigued at the end of the game. But give them credit that we're even talking about them like that. Like the Lakers can be a problem. They can
I
be a
think they'll
problem.
be. I think they'll be okay. They still have a long way to go, but
They
I see
do.
them taking big strides. So I'm
They are. I'm just to see what moves they make because clearly now the Athletic reported that the Lakers are unlikely now to trade Russell Westbrook. It's amazing how narratives shift over the course of an NBA season. Going from hey, we're gonna trade this, and now we're not. It's most likely it looks like it'll be like one of those other scenarios we talked about earlier. It was like they ought to trade Nunn and Schroeder or Nunn and Beverly, and I think Beverly also reported that he'll like to go back to the Timberwolves if he's traded. So I
yeah.
mean they have to make a move to get a shooter.
Yeah, they need to make a move.
This team
Somewhere.
has the pieces, man. You just gotta get another reliable scorer, another reliable shooter, really, and space the floor. Hopefully that's a win. You don't need any more guards, in my opinion. Unless
Yeah.
it's like a guard that's like uber talented, like go ahead. But they need someone like a Lou Williams back in his heyday, man. Like or like someone who just get you a bucket, man. Just somebody get you a bucket. I
Call
don't
Lou
know.
Williams. He's not playing right now. He's not on the team, I don't think.
They need to try to get JJ Redick back in there.
Oh man, I think JJ is done.
I think so too. Yeah.
Shout out to JJ though. I
Oh
love
yeah.
watching. Love watching his podcast. Him
Yeah,
and
he's
him
doing
and
a good
Tom.
job
So
on ESPN too. So yeah,
yeah,
good.
they got it. They got time.
Hey, is
I don't
Damian?
know.
Yeah, is Damian Lillard the best Trailblazer of all time?
He's close to it. If not,
Yeah, you're saying he's on the all-time list or something, man. What you talking about?
yeah, man. Damian Lillard. And this was a couple days ago, I think. Yeah, I saw his presser, and they asked them about how he feels about if he feels like he's the best all-time Blazer because he's only 100, probably less than 100 points away from being the all-time scorer, and we know he's going to cross it soon. Um, Dame is Dame had a big game the other night. I think he had 10 threes, another career high or tied his career high at least, and I think he spoke on it himself about if he can call himself the best player or best Blazer of all time. And he basically said that he feels like he's in the conversation, but he won't exactly accept that until he's won a championship.
Yeah,
And
I saw that too. Good point.
I mean, with due respect, he's gonna be there.
Oh
And
yeah,
if not already, I feel like Dame has been solid guy since he came into the league and has been fantastic for the Trailblazers. Kept them in contention, kept them in, in the NBA market just as a popular team because of him. Him and CJ, because of him, and still to this day he's ride or die for the Blazers. So at
yeah,
the end of it, he will be to me the all-time best of the Blazers.
yeah. And to be fair, no one from the Trailblazers really has like a championship.
Yeah.
So the best player right now is, I believe a lot of people still say it's Clyde Drexler
The Glove.
right now, and that's only because he is all-time scoring leader for the Blazers right now. If Dame does pass him, I'll say it's Dame. They both will be on the top 75 list.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely agree.
I think Dame has a lot of time to not only, take over as the all-time scoring leader, but many records. I feel like he still has chances, if he doesn't hold them. I have to look at the exact stats and records, but Dame is solid, man. I feel like he's only needs maybe one more piece, but I feel like they've been playing well. I've liked what I've seen from the Blazers. I would say just add some depth to the bench at this point. They'll be okay. They should make a good run this year.
Yeah, they should. Not this year. Maybe next year. They just need to get some more pieces. But the league just has so much parity in it right now. It's just hard. It's hard. Like we said this other day, like if they had Jeremy Grant sooner, like of that caliber sooner. But those Blazer teams, it would have been.
They would have.
They could be. They would have been like finals. Like
they would have made the finals. They were like so close.
They were real close. They were just so missing that wing, that reliable wing, man, on the offense and defense. Grant is doing it for him, so shout out to him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. There's some new NBA awards that were announced. A new MVP trophy, man. Named after the GOAT.
Yep. That's right, the GOAT.
I mean, this trophy looks pretty nice though, man. What you think of it?
I think it's dope, man. If you guys don't know, we're talking about the Michael Jordan Trophy, also known as the MVP, Most Valuable Player Award. And the league decided to rename him after the GOAT, the greatest player of all time. And I've seen the trophy. It looks really good. I think it's a new way to revamp the MVP and kind of just bring some excitement to it. I feel like if I'm one of the top players in the league, if I'm a young guy coming in and that's my aspiration to go out there and get the MVP of the Michael Jordan Trophy, it makes me more motivated to know I'm in the same conversation as one of the greatest to play the game. So it's awesome, man. I love that. That's great branding, great marketing by the league, and smart decision. Michael Jordan, I think, holds the second most wins for MVP. I think he has 5.
Just have 5 MVPs.
Only person that over him, and I'm just kind of surprised by. I'm not surprised by this person, but I think Kareem has 6. I want to say.
Probably is.
But yeah,
but Jordan has a lot of accolades, and the trophy looks nice, man. It's nice.
It does. I aspire to hold that trophy one day.
Oh yeah.
In my hoop dreams,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna get in in 2K or something.
That's true.
I mean, I'm serious for me though. That's where I'm gonna get it from.
That's fair. I hadn't even thought about that. I wonder if they
It should update it in 2K. They haven't already, so.
That's what I was thinking. I hadn't pieced that together, so that'll be cool.
The trophy features a player breaking out of a rock to reach for the ultimate rock, which is a crystal basketball. So it's nice. They also have a new award announced this year, the NBA Clutch Player of the Year. It's called the Jerry West Trophy, which is interesting. To name the Clutch Player Award after Jerry West. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Shout out to Jerry West. I
mean, his nickname is Mr. Clutch.
I know his nickname is Mr. Clutch, but still, man. I know Hearn named him Mr. Clutch, but I don't know, man. So anyway, this trophy.
I think I know where you're going with
Features
that.
a crystal net structure. Yeah, looks nice.
That's very cool. I
Yeah.
wonder
Wonder who
what
will
are the
win.
requirements to win that.
Good point. Well, you should be able to make your free throws in the game. I mean, that's considered clutch,
Oh, yeah.
man.
That's
So, I mean, I'm
not
interested
wrong.
to
Not
see.
wrong.
I remember that amazing run when Russ won MVP, man. That late stretch, he kept knocking down so many clutch shots. If this award was there, he would have won this award as well. Like, he was making some crazy clutch shots. Like,
I remember that one. Like, I think it was against Denver,
Denver,
and
man, yeah, that was
side out on the left side. They inbounded, couldn't get it to him. Gets it,
yeah.
Steven Adams, handoff, deep three. That was one
That's
of
still one of the best seasons I ever think a player has ever had. Like
definitely.
just watching it, like it's crazy. You also
Yeah.
have the John Havlicek Trophy. This is gonna be awarded to the NBA Sixth Man of the Year. This is another trophy embraced and like embedded in crystal. It's like a really nice, clean looking trophy. Um, right now, that could be Russ's trophy. Right now, we'll see. And
Mhm.
finally, well, I guess there's two more. The,
Two
the,
more.
rookie, the Rookie of the Year award is now the Wilt Chamberlain Trophy.
Solid.
That's solid. I don't deny that. Or Havlicek,
Well,
I don't mind
it
that.
was solid from his very beginnings. So
Exactly.
legend.
And Defensive Player of the Year is a Hakeem Olajuwon Trophy.
Oh yeah. NBA's all-time block shot leader.
Yep.
We always talk about the dream shake and all his like just mini moves as a big man, but
Right.
he was a monster on defense too.
Oh, and George Mikan is the Most Improved Player Trophy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. I like this. I like this,
Yeah.
man.
I'm for it. I'm
Yeah.
for it for sure.
All players on these trophies are on the all-time list. Um, I'm with it. That's nice. All these trophies look nice. I think it's an improvement.
Yeah. Absolutely. Um I like the names or the renaming of these trophies. Uh
6 new
I
trophies.
did have I did have I saw one tweet after this announcement,
Boy.
and it was from the six-man legend himself, Jamal Crawford.
Oh, okay. What
He
you
said
said.
while we're at it, renaming things, we
True.
redoing things,
Right.
we could remake that logo.
Might as well. Might as well at this point.
And I think you were
And
hinting
each
at
of
it
these.
about the clutch player.
Oh, good point. And each of these trophies have like logos and stances of like those players, man. It's pretty cool. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a proponent of changing it. Definitely.
I think it's time. If you're gonna do the trophies, might as well do some other things
Yep.
while we're at it.
Might as well. Go ahead with names and stuff. Oh yeah, I think all the fans will support it.
Yeah, I think it's a good rebrand though. Way to shout out these all-time greats. So
Yeah, for sure.
see who wins these awards this year. It's gonna be a nice race, I think, for each of them. Honestly,
hmm Definitely. All right, but the wrap up the podcast on like one somber story and one like more celebratory story. One, we gotta mention, rest in peace to Paul Silas, man. Amazing man, amazing head coach.
yeah,
I remember I saw the game where the Rockets and Suns played. Of course, Stephen Silas is head coach of the Rockets right now, and they played against the Suns, and the Rockets actually beat the Suns. Yeah, very impressive win. And you see Monty Williams holding his long embrace with Stephen Silas, man. That was so heartwarming to see. And Monty Williams has been through his own. And his parents lost, unfortunately, heavy loss. So he definitely can relate. So it's nice to see the NBA brotherhood supporting each other. And just want to shout out to and to Silas's family. Prayers for his family. And NBA world really did lose someone. And it was nice seeing all the tributes that all the sports networks were putting on. So, yeah, rest in peace to Paul Silas, man.
Absolutely. One of the most impactful players, coaches in the league. We see Stephen Silas out there still. I think he had an interview. He said, my dad would have wanted me to go out there.
Yeah, that was very surprising.
Coach,
that was very surprising. Him still coach daily.
That's tough.
That's real tough.
Yeah, but first to the Silas family and the NBA family in general. It's crazy, man. It's crazy to see these losses because you never expect it, but it's it's part of life, part of our time here on this earth. But very impactful. Just guy, he just wanted everybody to play hard. Coach LeBron in his first season. Overall, just seemed like a great guy. Shout out to his son Steven for still going out there and doing his thing. It's tough, but prayers and thoughts with you.
For sure, man. Definitely, man. All right. And to wrap up the show, some good news came out recently, man. BG is free, bro.
300 days later, man. She's out. She's back.
A long time, man. She posted on Instagram. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You guys feel free to follow on Instagram, read it. She says, "Feels so good to be home. The last 10 months have been a battle at every turn. I dug deep to keep my faith, and it was the love from many of you that helped keep me going. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone for your help. I'm grateful to each person who advocated for me. President Biden, you brought me home, and I know you're committed to bringing Paul Whelan home and all Americans home too. I'll use my platform to do whatever I can to help you. I also encourage everyone that played a part in bringing me home to continue their efforts to bring all Americans home. Every family deserves to be whole. I also want to make one thing very clear. I intend to play basketball for the WNBA's Phoenix Mercury this season. And in doing so, I look forward to being able to say thank you to those of you who advocated, wrote, and posted for me in person song. Love always, BG, number 42, man. So shout out to BG, man. Glad she's home. There's still some controversial stuff around this as always with this stuff. There was a trade that allowed Brittany to come home. But at the end of the day, glad she's home safely. Shout out to everyone that supported her through this tough time and her family. And glad to have her home. Excited to see her play in the upcoming season.
Absolutely, man. It's a long time coming. I remember we first started talking about this, and I'm sure for her it was more than tough. It was extremely just demoralizing, but things worked out, and we're just all happy, ready to celebrate. And shout out to the WNBA for just always advocating for Brittany, for all social injustice, man. Shout out to Breonna Stewart. I follow her on Twitter. Literally every day, she was tweeting, "Bring BG home." She had the day's number every single day. So shout out to everyone who supported and yeah. Happy to have her home, man. So looking forward to it's gonna be good to see her back playing basketball here, home in the US. So absolutely, that's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Hey man, before we head off, you got a final swish, or you got anything?
Final swish is a little unrelated to basketball, but
of course, anything you want to talk about, they know what it is.
I got to shout out our sponsor, SS96, Trey Stoner himself, man. We got new stuff in the works. Straight Stoner just dropped a new video on YouTube. Go check it out. It's called O. Mixed and mastered by yours truly.
Alright.
All the talent is all from him. Go check that out on YouTube. O. It's like 4 O's. Straight Stoner. Follow him there. Follow me on my Xzequtive Productions channel as well. And shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Q. We appreciate it.
Yeah, my final Swish, I don't really have much, man. Yeah, shout out to my family, man. Pray everyone stay healthy, you know. Prayers to my family. Pray everybody stay healthy, what they're doing. Your family as well. Yeah, thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. You can catch this podcast on all streaming platforms. We'll have more content on YouTube of some of our takes and today's takes. Feel free to comment, subscribe, and share. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back next week for sure. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Gotta react to some of these games. Figure out what we're gonna do with these Christmas games too, man. This is gonna be
We got
holiday
holiday
games. It's holiday special, man. We'll see.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. But shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
See y'all on the next one. Peace.
Peace.